Optimize your brand systematically. It's really important to make sure that you optimize your niche brand on a systematic level. Optimization takes place on two fronts: content, traffic, and monetization. You have to take care of both. I use the following technique. I would divide whatever it is I'm trying to optimize into elements. Taking one element, I would start with the original version and make variations of that element. I would then test it using traffic and see if this variation gets better results than the original. I would take the winner and then make variations of that. I will keep picking variations that get better results than the preceding version until I find a variation that doesn't give me any further improvements. Then I switch over to the next element and repeat the process. Optimizing ads. The technique that I mentioned above works best with ads. It doesn't matter whether you're dealing with text ads or graphical ads, you can still use an elemental approach. With graphical ads, the elements are the pictures that you use, the colors, the text, and the layout. Experiment with these. Change them up. Test them and pick the best combination in terms of conversions. With text ads, you have fewer things to work with. You have the title, and then the description, and maybe a small graphic. Use the systematic elemental optimization approach that I mentioned above so you can identify the winner. Optimizing your traffic based on source. Track where your traffic is coming from and how it flows through your website. Generally, Google Analytics does a good job of this. There are also other products out on the market that you can use, like Stat Counter, which is free. As long as you can identify the traffic source and its general behavior on your site, you will have the information you need to optimize your source. The key here is to find traffic sources that produce the most conversions. This is your job. Where are your conversions coming from? This is a very different question from asking, where is my traffic coming from? We're talking about conversions here. Once you are able to track these down, your job then becomes scaling up that traffic. Forget all other traffic sources and focus on the ones that send converting traffic. You can use a little bit of the elemental approach above, but when it comes to the content that you'll be sharing on those websites, use the element by element optimization that I taught you to quickly identify promotional content that gets the best results. Optimize your monetization among different types of ads. Run different types of ads on your website. I'm talking about text links, email submission forms, graphical banners, graphical ads that are made up of only text, and native ads. Test all of these through your website and pick out the type of ad that gets the most conversions. Again, I'm not talking about getting the most clicks. I'm talking about sales or email submissions here. These are actions that put money in your pocket. Pick the type of ads that produce the most conversions. Maybe these are text links. Maybe these are graphical banners. It really all depends on your website. But at the end of the day, you need to pick 3 of them. These are the top 3 money-making ad types. Optimize your monetization among ad sponsors or products. Now that you have identified the types of ads that produce the most conversions, promote different sponsors using these types of ads. The key here is to identify the top 3 sponsors or monetization methods that convert the best. By optimizing your website on a systematic basis, you pretty much guarantee your paycheck. How to become a niche authority quickly. As I mentioned previously in this training, you need to get a community to develop organically around your brand if you want to be successful online. It doesn't matter whether you have a blog that is attached to an online store, you just have a resource website, or you're building some sort of authority platform, you need to develop authority. How do you do this? In as short a time as possible, keep the following ideas in mind. First, you need to adopt the right mindset. It's very easy to think that for you to succeed, somebody else has to fail. It's easy to think that all the resources available online can be reduced to some sort of pie. For your slice of these resources and online success to increase, somebody's slice has got to get smaller. Get rid of that mindset. Instead, look to expand the size of the pie. If you want another analogy, look to create a rising tide that lifts all boats. Both these analogies lead to the same place. It's all about creating a win-win solution. For you to win, somebody doesn't necessarily have to lose. You can cooperate so you can mutually benefit. Get the idea? Good. You will need it. Interview your way to the top. By this point, you should have already reverse engineered your competitors so you know who is authoritative and credible in your niche. Find those people and ask them if you can interview them. Now, you're not going to be interviewing them one by one. You're not giving any custom interviews with customized questions. Instead, you're just going to give them a questionnaire and you're going to be publishing their answers. When you do this, you create niche-specific authoritative content that targets certain keywords. This leads to more search engine traffic to your website. Sure, it's self-promotional because this content has a link to whoever it is you interviewed, but this creates a win-win situation. You get more search engine traffic and they get a nice backlink. When you do this, you also get free content. People would love to share with you a guest post that they may have come up with. They might share with an authoritative infographic. Whatever the case may be, this content is self-promotional because they expect a link in return. But it, again, gives you free content. Let me tell you, high-quality authoritative content is not cheap. Additionally, when you interview the movers and shakers in your niche, you get on the radar with these people. This opens the doors to more future deals like guest posts and group blogging. Finally, when you link out to their websites, which obviously have a higher authority level than your site, you actually get an SEO boost. This is called the Hilltop Update from Google. Hire a virtual assistant to get interviews. So, how do you interview your way to the top? Well, you can do things for yourself, or you can hire a VA from a service like CongoPlus.com. The virtual assistants from this service are a very affordable $30 per day. You can hire them on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you hire them for 2 days, or maybe 1 day. It's all up to you. They are very talented, eager, and motivated. You can instruct them to find all blogs and other resource sites in your niche. You then tell them what kind of information to look for and how to filter the info. They will look for experts who run their own blogs in your niche. They will get their first name and last name, as well as their email address and social media accounts. Once they have this information, you supply them with an interview questionnaire template. This is the email template that pitches them to be interviewed by you. Essentially, you are telling your VAs to open the interview sale for you, and you close it when recipients of your emails respond using their email address, including the template that you've given your virtual assistants. What else should you ask for? Well, in addition to the interview, ask them to guest post on your website and ask them for a piece of content that you will pitch to other sites. This is crucial because when they give you that piece of content and you get to publish another blog, that content will not only have a link to your interviewee's website, but it will also have a link to your site. Sounds awesome, right? Believe it or not, when you set up interviews in your niche, you kill many birds with one stone. It truly is amazing. You can generate content and also set up traffic later on. Promote each piece of content systematically. Here's the secret sauce to niche marketing. If you pick the right niche and you get this right, you are 99% on the way to making solid money off the internet. You're not quite there yet, but you're getting close. These promotion tips are geared towards the type of content you produce. Follow each suggestion under each content type to maximize your content's visibility on the internet. Blog posts or website posts. If you're putting up any kind of new content on your blog or your resource website, you need to carry out as many of the promotional tips listed below as possible. This will maximize your content's visibility, which can lead to more traffic, which can lead to more conversions. Do SEO outreach. Once you have a new blog post, look for blogs that link to blog posts that rank high for your target keyword. Your blog post has a target keyword. Look up the blog posts that rank high for your target keyword and then load their URLs into backlink checkers like ahrefs.com. This tool will tell you which websites are linking to the websites that already rank for your target keyword. You then reach out to these other sites and ask them to link to you as well. After all, they're already linking to content that is very similar to yours. You just need to persuade them to link to you as well because your content is more superior than your competitors. Share on Facebook pages. Not only should you share your original content on your own Facebook page, but you should also share the link of your content on other Facebook pages. Some Facebook pages will allow you to do this. Others will only allow you to do this in the comment section. Whatever the case may be, share your stuff on niche-related Facebook pages. The key here is that they must be related to your niche. Share your Facebook page post URL on Facebook groups. Once you have shared your original content's link on your official Facebook fan page, your next move should be to take the link to that Facebook page post and share it on niche-related Facebook groups. These are groups of people who are interested in your niche. So go to these groups, engage with people, and then drop your link to your page. Tweet shortened links on Twitter. When you post content on Twitter, there's a preview that shows up. Share your stuff on Twitter, but make sure you always use at least 2 niche-related hashtags. The hashtag is the secret to visibility on Twitter. Also, use target keywords in the description of your posted link on Twitter. Tweet snippets and questions on Twitter. Look through your content and see if you can find certain questions and copy and paste a small block of text that answers the question. Fit all of these into a tweet along with a shortened link to your original post and a hashtag or 2. Rotate among these hashtags. These question tweets can give you a bit of visibility on Twitter. Find related questions on Quora and post answers from your content. Looking through your blog post, see if you can come up with as many different related questions that your blog answers. You then search for these questions on Quora or find related questions. Post your answer and then link to your blog post as a resource. There's a technique to this. You can't just drop your link each and every time. Chances are you will get banned. Instead, you need to mask your link by mixing in other third-party high-quality links. Add in a little bit of Wikipedia or any other authoritative website. Also, make sure that the vast majority of your answers do not have anything to do with your own content. Because if Quora finds out that all your answers have a link to the same or different pages on your website, you will probably get banned. This is why I suggest that you restrict posts involving your content to a maximum of 20% of your posts. For the rest of your posts, engage naturally and share your expertise. Post your content on LinkedIn. There are many different people on LinkedIn who are interested in a wide range of niches. Post your blog post link on LinkedIn to get targeted traffic. Pictures. Convert your blog post into some sort of picture. Maybe it's a diagram, or maybe it's the header image of your post with some explanatory text. Whatever the case may be, create one picture that summarizes what the post is about. Promote this picture using the resources below. Post on Pinterest. Before you do this, look for your competitors on Pinterest. Pay attention to their tags. Reverse engineer those tags. Apply those tags to your picture on Pinterest, and then link your picture to the actual blog post that picture refers to. Post on Facebook. You can share pictures on Facebook groups as well as Facebook pages, but when you do this, always include more info. Link additional text. Do this for direct posts on Facebook groups, comments on Facebook groups, specific posts on pages on Facebook, as well as comments on pages. Post your picture on Twitter. Twitter also allows for picture posting. Post your picture on Twitter, but make sure you rotate niche-related hashtags each time you post. I would suggest that you use a scheduler software to post on Twitter at different times of the day to maximize visibility and reach. Post on Instagram. Use the same tips regarding hashtags above when posting on Instagram. The key here is to find as many different niche-related hashtags and target those. Also, post a comment on Instagram that builds interest in your picture. It's important to put in the description a non-clickable URL. This way, people can load into their browser the URL if they're intrigued by the photo you shared. Videos. You can convert blog posts into videos by turning the key points of the blog post into a short script. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be as short as 100 words, which is good for about a minute of video. You can then create a slideshow out of this script with voiceover. You can search for services on Fiverr.com that offer this video creation service. They would read your blog post, come up with a short script, and create a slideshow based on the script using royalty-free pictures. They would then use a voiceover and some music to create your video. You take this video and upload it to YouTube. Make sure you pick your niche keywords as your tags. Also make sure you categorize your videos correctly. Upload to Instagram. You can also upload your videos on Instagram. Again, use the same tag and URL mention tips I shared in the picture section above. Twitter. Twitter also allows for video. Make sure you rotate niche-related hashtags. Facebook. You can upload a direct video to your Facebook page account. You should then promote the direct link to your Facebook page account by sharing in many different groups and other pages. Distribute your content in existing niche-related online communities. Using the videos, pictures, and blog post links you created above, go to the following places to promote your materials. Forums. Make sure you target only forums that are directly related to your niche or closely related to them. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Alternatively, you can find forums that have a general discussion section. These are sections where people talk about a wide range of subjects that may be off topic. You can promote your stuff there, but you have to be careful. Sometimes people are so touchy that they can get you banned. So make sure you engage and achieve some level of credibility first before dropping a link. Facebook groups and pages. See the tips I shared in the Facebook sections of videos, pictures, and blog posts mentioned above. What's important is that you focus on niche-specific groups and pages. Twitter hashtags. Make sure that you reverse engineer your competitors and look at the hashtags that they're using. Rotate among these hashtags and try to figure out which hashtags are producing the most visibility for your content on that platform. This is not easy to do. You need to come up with a way to track which hashtags got the most engagement. I would suggest that you create some sort of contest where people would have to self-report the hashtag that they saw with your content to participate in the contest. This is a sneaky way of gauging the reach and visibility made possible by your hashtag choices. YouTube channel videos comments. Search for your niche keywords on YouTube. You should be able to find lots of videos related to your niche. Don't worry about the competition. Instead, make the competition work for you. How? Look at their comments section and post really insightful stuff about their video. Do not post a link. Post as your channel. If they like what you posted and think you're some sort of genius, they probably would click on your account name. When they click on your account name, they find themselves in your channel. That's where you can brand them. That's where you can get them to watch your own videos.